is Raquel, and you're watching my podcast. Um, After last week's episode, I decided to change the name of my podcast. I wasn't really happy with it, so it's now called Knitorama. So welcome to all returning viewers, to anyone new as well. I have my semi-new co-host. Some of you might recognize him, although he's had a bit of a haircut this morning. So he's nice and shaved. He's got his summer haircut, shorter hair. I did this all myself this morning, and he's pretty good about it, except when it came to getting his head all done. He moved around too much. I wasn't planning on cutting the hair on his ears as much as I did, but he wasn't sitting still, and I'd cut a bit more on one side, so I'd have to try to get the other one to match, and you know how it goes. He wants to join his friends who are over there on the terrace in the sun, so I just wanted to show off his new haircut, and I'll let him go join his friends. So yeah, today it's going to be a pretty short episode. I have a couple of films filmed yesterday, and I might do a couple more I'll add in at the end. As you might notice, I'm not really dressed for the occasion today, but I've been playing with the dogs, and yesterday we went to get a little cat from a friend's place who's leaving the country for a little bit, and she rescued the cat. She can't take the cat with her because her dogs can't stand the cat. Can't stand any cat for that matter. So my mom said that we'll take care of him for the moment. If he gets along with our dogs, then he'll stay. If not, we're gonna have to try to find a place for him. But I'll add some photos, or maybe if I manage to get him on film, I'll add a little insert at the end. So let's get on with the knitting right now. And yes, I did mention I was allergic to cats. This is I wouldn't say he's a Persian, but he's a long-haired cat, and I've been pretty okay. I've sneezed a bit, but I've been handling him. I've been petting him. I've had him pretty close to my face, and like I said, I've only sneezed. I've not had any of the other symptoms I usually have, which is like red blotches on my skin and my eyes constantly watering. So also the vet that we went to yesterday, she said that normally people with cat allergies, once they start having more interaction with cats, usually tend to get over the allergies, and I'm hoping I do, because if this cat gets along at least with my two, with Dakota and Rusty, I might keep him. He's only roughly 2 years old. He's really sweet. The minute you walk up to him, he's like rolls onto his back. He wants his belly rubbed. He's seriously skinny. We weighed him yesterday at the vet, and he weighed 3 kilos, but he's just a bag of bones basically. So we've got him safely in the outdoor kitchen. He's got his little bed and his little toilet area. He's got food. So yeah, let's get on with the knitting. So I have 2 finished objects this week, and mostly one of these is finished because there was a public holiday on the Monday, so I managed to finish it. I would have finished it earlier, but sunny weather. It was a fantastic weekend last weekend. This weekend's another great weekend. It's really sunny. I'm outside on my parents' balcony, porch, whatever you want to call it. It's really warm. So yeah, the lighting is maybe not the best, but I'm sitting underneath like a parasol thing so that the sun doesn't it's not shining directly here at the moment, but it will be shortly. So this is a good place to sit in the morning when it's not direct sunlight. In the afternoon, this place here gets too hot. It's all granite flooring and it warms up too much. So yeah, the first finished object I have to show you is my shawl, the Jujui by Jorge Locatelli, and I was using the Ovelha Negra Olivia for this, the leftovers from my sweater from the romping around, which was also the knit along for Ovelha Negra. So last week I showed you, and I think I was finishing the second lace section. It's not complete, it's done. I blocked it yesterday. I have a little film to insert showing that Dakota was lying on this while I was blocking. Sorry, Zara's just gone inside. I was looking to see what movement that was, but Zara's just gone inside. Okay, so again, this thing is huge. It's stretched out. You'll see it on the video, and maybe I'll add a photo as well of how I blocked it. I'm not too 100% about the blocking, but I didn't bring. That's Dakota barking because she saw a bird or something. Dakota! Dakota! Okay, so. Okay, she's not gonna stop her. She knows she's not allowed to run off, so. Okay, so. Here it goes. I really wanted to add in the purple, which I had enough of the darker blue to not have to insert the purple. So what I did, and you can hardly see it, I striped, well actually you can't see it quite, I striped the last section and then I did the picot bind off in the purple only. So here we go, it's one end, and off we go to the other end. All the way to this will end here. So yeah, it's finished. I've posted it on Ravelry. I need to now go take some photos of my models wearing it, which is usually Jo, and she's in a fairly good mood today, so that should work out. They're sitting right behind my computer, so I can see what they're doing. Okay, so that was one finished object. I have to weigh this still to make sure. I think I used up all of the, like this color, which is the robin's egg, number 38. I used up all of this, which is, I believe it's number 79 Kingfisher. I used up all of, actually you can see here, I started the lace section in the Kingfisher and I didn't have enough, so I straight away started with the, I believe this is Harbor, and that's number 75 Harbor. And then, like I said, the two other colors I had left over was number 23 Denim and number 15, which is the purple black currant. And I think I still had about 11 to 12 grams, maybe even more, of the denim and of the black currant left over. So that's still enough to do something else. Okay, so that's one finished object. The other finished object is a pair of socks. I managed to finish a pair of socks in a week. There we go. This is the Regia design line by Kappa Facet. I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, but I love it. I love the striping on this. It's I used the Hidden Stairway pattern by Erica Luder, and they really are hidden. You can just barely see. There's some here, there's some pearl stairways. So yeah, and again, plain foot, because I now know that at least textured patterns like this with the pearl and stuff irritates my foot, because my shoes are maybe tighter than, they're not tight, but with knitted socks I feel the texture and then I get itchy feet, and then that annoys me the rest of the day. So I really love how the heel turned out. This is the regular Eye of Partridge heel flap, and you can, the colors, they're not matching, they started at different ends, but that doesn't bother me at all. However, the funny part is that they did both finish on the red for the toe. And like I said, sorry about the lighting, it's not the greatest. Next week I'll be back in my place and lighting will be back to normal. So yeah, 2 finished items. Then what I did yesterday was wind the ball into cakes for my next project, which is these 3 skeins. I'll show you. Let's see. And I already have a project in mind for this. This is going to be a gift. So we have this one first. This is Yarn Adventures sock, and this is Grandma's Garden. And then we have this one, which is again Yarn Adventures sock, and this is Golden Hour. And the last one is again Yarn Adventures sock, and this is Sage and Lavender. So I'm going to be using all 3 of these to make a sweater for the daughter of a friend of mine. She actually picked out these 3 skeins. She combined these, she liked the colors combined, so I'm going to combine them, stripe them. I want this one to be maybe the more pronounced, because she likes yellow a lot, so and I'm going to be doing a sweater by Suvi Simola. I don't have the pattern here with me to show you. I left that at home and I forget the name of it, sorry, but I'll probably link it below. So yeah, I'm going to be knitting I'm going to be using this most likely for the top section with the garter, and maybe I'll stripe it throughout the body, but I want to use maybe more of it on the sleeves, so I'm going to have to see how far I get like after the separation for the sleeves, and then we'll see, because seeing as this one here, the Grandma's Garden, also has yellow in it, maybe I'll just combine these 2 for the body and have the sleeves more with the Golden Hour. So yeah, so I'm going to put these back. And yesterday I didn't feel like concentrating much on anything, so starting my swatch. As you can see, I actually really like the way this is knitting up. I'm using 3.5 millimeters. I know the pattern calls for 4 millimeters, but I've knit with this yarn before, and I think the gauge with 4 millimeter needles is too loose. So I'm going to see if I can get gauge with a 3.5. I believe I can, even though I'm a tight knitter, but I mean, as you can see, it's pretty loose already. It's pretty see-through already. So I think I can get gauge with the 3.5. If not, I'll go up to the 4 millimeters, or maybe I'll knit a different size for her. We'll see. So put it that way, and just want to see, these are the labels. So Grandma's Garden, Golden Hour, which is the yellow one. And then the last one is Sage and Lavender. And I'll link it all below. And I've got that one. Now they're all inside, so someone who's working I can hear a tractor, so they're probably working on the fields like below. And I've got this in my sweater size bag that I made, the farmhouse and the cockerels. I got this fabric here at Baldur's Thumb. I believe I got the last of it. I think I bought the whole, whatever she had left, I bought it because I really liked it, and I wanted, I'm going to make a nice big tote out of it as well. But I need to find some quilting, some more different interfacing than the one I used for here. Okay, so basically that's my next work in progress. The sweater I'm going to be knitting for me, which is the Natumi that I'm going to knit in the Brooklyn Tweed Loft I showed last week. I still have to rip out that section I did. And I will be starting it probably in tandem. We'll see. I need to finish this sweater by the end of the month. So I'm going to start on this one, see how far I get. Maybe I'll add in the other one. But there's another sweater I want to knit before the Natsumi. So we'll see. And other works in progress is the blanket, the baby blanket I've shown several times. Again, not done much of it because I was working on the shawl and I did the socks. I did pick this up yesterday, so I've added a couple of rows, but yeah, you won't be able to see it. So I'm actually almost finished with the yellow, so I'm hoping to finish that today, so I can add in a different, the next color to add in. And that's it for whips. Whips and finished objects. Like I said, I'm going to keep this short because I have some little clips I want to add in at the end, so I won't be carrying on too long. The only other thing I have to show is, I suppose it's stash enhancement. I mean, it's not yarn, but it's fabric. Because we've never had cats, so we needed to get a kitty litter. So we went to the local, we call them the Chinese stores here in Portugal, but because most of them are run by Chinese people. But really they're like kind of the dollar stores where you can get stuff for fairly cheap. And they have a craft section. The yarn that they have is acrylic, unless it's like the crochet cotton, which is like the really thin one, which I buy sometimes, but I don't use it. The other thing that they have is, I'm not sure if it's available. I know it's available in Holland, and I think they call it spaghetti, or something like that. It's jersey fabric, like the t-shirt fabric, and they've just cut it in really long strips, and you can use it for either crochet or for knitting. I have some of it at home, which I was going to use for knitting, a large bag, but I haven't gone around to it. I think I actually ended up giving it to my mom so she could use it for her. She wanted to make some baskets in crochet. But like I said, I went to the crafting section of the store, as you do, and I bought some fabric. This is like 3 pieces of fabric, 80 by 100 centimeters, so quite large. It's the first one, little kitties, appropriate seeing as we were going to go there to buy cat stuff. Actually my mom saw this one. It's really cute, and this is kind of like an even weave, like a cross stitch type thing with these prints. All of them are. So I got this one. Then I saw this one with the dollar horses. I love these dollar horses. I have one that when I was working in Holland, one of the people I worked for went Scandinavia. I can't remember now. He went to several of the Scandinavian countries, and he brought me back. Actually, he brought me back like a blue dollar horse in wood. I have that at home somewhere. So yeah, that one, and then I just got a plain one. It's the same kind of fabric, quite sturdy, so I don't think I'll be using interfacing for this. And yeah, so I'm going to use this to make 1 or 2 bags. Maybe I'll make, instead of making the smaller project bags, might make some bigger summary type project bags. And I see that the lighting is not too great, sorry about that. So yeah, I think that's it. I have nothing else. I'm going to try, see if the cat's okay for now. He's still fairly scared of the dogs, and every time the dogs now go outside, they run to where he's at, because they know he's there now. Yesterday they could smell him, but they didn't know he was there. And then, I think yesterday evening, around 10 o'clock when I went to put the dogs outside again, he was actually at the window. And they noticed him, so now they pass by and they know he's there, they stop. He's not too happy with the dogs at the moment, but like I said, I'm hoping that he'll get used to them, that he'll see that they don't do anything, that all they want to do is play. And yeah, he's still a young cat, so fingers crossed everything goes okay. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm gonna go check on the cat, play with the dogs, do some knitting. I'm gonna try upload this today. I forgot to say, today's May 1st, Sunday. It's Mother's Day here in Portugal, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. Last time I uploaded at my parents' house, I spent the whole day uploading. So if I can't get this uploaded by 9 o'clock this evening, I'll just upload it tomorrow, and you'll be watching this tomorrow instead of you'll watch this on the Monday instead of the Sunday, so I'll be a day late. But I'm going to try uploading. I'm going to edit this as soon as I'm done filming, add in the other little film clips I have to add in, and start uploading immediately. Last time I started uploading too late, and I had the computer fairly far away from the Wi-Fi from the router, so I'm going to put it right next to the router this time, and see if that way it uploads faster. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next week, and have a nice week. Bye. Something I mentioned last week on my podcast about, you just saw that, the dogs on the floor. And what happens to the pins? They get all bent. Pretty much dry. Leave it for a little while longer, and then I'll take it off. Over the knits. Rusty, Dakota. Hi, Sarah. Come on. Rusty's favorite spot under the tree. And I'll get down to his level so you can see the view he has. You can see the road just there. And when there's cyclists going by, these 4 dogs are barking like crazy. Okay, so here's the place that we're keeping the cat for the moment. I'm going to go inside. He's probably in his little... Hey, Charlie! We named him Charlie. There's a lot of flies in here. Hey, Charlie! Charlie! Come here, Charlie! Come on, Charlie! Hello! Cute little thing. Come here, Charlie. He's quite dirty, as you can see. I'm pretty sure his fur is supposed to be white, but see this dirty paws? The vet cut his toenails yesterday, so they're not too sharp. He was dewormed. Actually, it was like a special thing she put on his neck that works for inside and outside deworming. Also against fleas. Let me see if I can sit down and go on, Charlie, get the flies. Hopefully you can see here. This is what he likes. Cuddles. Okay. Okay, come on. Shh, okay. Shh, there. Can you guys hear him purring? He's like a little, there's an engine running in here. Can you get the flies, or is it Charlie? Can you get the flies, Charlie? No? He will need to be completely shaved because his fur is a mess. Other than it being completely dirty, he's got tangles. The vet managed to cut one of them right by his, like, he had one here. Charlie, where are you going? He wants to belly rub. So yeah, he's gonna need some grooming. He actually doesn't mind being brushed, so we need to get a proper brush for him. But yeah, we have to wait a week now because of the deworming thing, the flea medicine and stuff we put on him. He can't take a bath for a week. So, I'm going to wait a week and then get him groomed and get him on the road to recovery. I mean, you can't see, but this cat is, because he's got all this fur, but he is seriously skinny. I mean, okay, that's his back. He's so skinny. And this is what he wants. He wants to be held, petted.
Okay, Charlie? So yeah, this is Charlie, the new addition. Hopefully he gets used to my dogs, so I can take him home. And then I'll have to teach him about yarn and not to mess with it, obviously. But there's also a mother cat and 2 kittens. She had 4 kittens. One of them had already died. And yesterday when we got there, second one had died. So we weren't able to catch her, and we didn't want to take the kittens without the mom. Now she's really feral. She's already the daughter of another feral cat. But if we can get hold of her and the kittens, and she lets us handle the kittens, not a problem. She just doesn't let us handle her. If this one doesn't work out and we get the kittens and the mom, I might keep the kittens, because I can get them used to the dogs and I can get the dogs used to the kittens, which is easier than this little guy.